I often wondered how the values of my teachers were different, as they all had their own way of approaching situations. Eventually, I came to realize that this was called the teaching philosophy. Now I'm going on my own teaching journey. It made me realize, what should I adopt and evolve into my own teaching philosophy? I wanted to bring the same glow and positivity that my teachers had shown me, while incorporating the ideas that I had learned from university and high school. In my high school years, a lot of my learning stemmed from discussion and dialogue we had as a classroom with our teacher and ourselves. I also noticed how my best efforts were usually in a classroom that allowed me to search and explore for myself. This is the type of teacher I wish to be for my students. Furthermore, Dewey argues we should foster a child's curiosity towards education, being that we should be a positive influence on the child's nature, much like how us as educators can try and influence other agents of socialization to make a positive impact. An example can be undermining harmful mythical norms and stereotypes, as mythical norms can perpetuate negative perspectives such as gender roles, stereotypes, and other forms of discrimination, such as name-calling, catcalling, and as educators, we should try and instead look towards equal opportunity. This can be done by creating an inclusive learning environment to bring out inquisitive nature and allow for an experimental and democratic way of learning, allowing students themselves to have a sense of belonging and empowerment, while dismantling barriers to promote a deeper understanding between each other and making positive relationships, as barriers between students and educators can be detrimental to a child's learning. I will lend myself towards my philosophy of a post-structuralism approach, as all students deserve an equal opportunity in education. As when I was viewing the disparity between students in high school, I saw a biased action taken towards a favored certain students. We should be able to address these biases, therefore leading to a safer learning environment and students can express themselves. So, where students can develop their own sense of identity and ideals. This is what I strive to achieve and how my learning environment should look like and feel like. This is what I am going to incorporate into my teaching philosophy when I looked at Dewey's. To add on to my philosophy, usually students are seen as empty vessels for knowledge waiting to be filled. However, Freire criticized this method called the banking model of education. In this model, the teacher makes deposits of information to students who receive the information for memorization, but no further critical thinking. Freire states that this dehumanizes and the student, treating them more like an object rather than a human or even a student. To combat this, he proposed a more dynamic and interactive model for the classroom, much like Dewey's suggestion. He also suggested that contact learning should be more culturally relevant to emphasize the more importance of respecting and incorporating a student's cultural backgrounds. As in today's age, we are in a far more climatized and culturally diverse atmosphere. Praxis was another method that was suggested, where students reflect on content where they have learned. This can help me further my role as an educator, as the Australian Professional Standards for Teachers states that it's critical that I should know my students and how they learn, while also maintaining a safe learning environment. As discussed with how Dewey and Freire, more culturally diverse with respect, care, and dignity, while also maintaining a positive relationship with my students and getting to understand them through their interests and what motivates them. While teaching and maintaining relationships, I will not perpetuate mythical norms and stereotypes by actively dismantling them. This is my teaching philosophy. A promise I make for the future. Thank you for listening.